and American Family Radio, the AFA continues to work tirelessly to stand on the front lines in the fight for the family. When you choose your charity, we hope you'll consider the American Family Association, number 12037.
The Bible says, "Be not deceived. Whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap."
All right, it's 4 p.m. on Wall Street. Do you know where your money is?
How much should I invest?
I really looking for some direction.
Should I hold on to my house as an investment for my future?
What should we do to have money that we're putting aside?
Welcome to Financial Issues, where we align reality with truth. Conservative talk radio you can count on. Financial issues that you need to know.
We face a disintegrating economy, a weakened defense, and an energy policy based on the sharing of scarcity. We will simply apply to government the common sense that we all use in our daily lives.
Now, here's your host, Dan Celia.
Welcome back, American Family Radio Network, Financial Issues. My name's Dan Celia. It's great to be here. Of course, tomorrow, another short week this week, and tomorrow, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, short week, lots of good football on, but not a lot going on in the markets. I suspect that we will see a relatively, like we did last week, even though last week the markets did okay. The Dow on Friday closed down slightly, and so did the S&P, but all in all, we had a great week last week. So we'll see how things go, but it's going to be low volume no matter how you shake it. Basically, there is no economic news to speak of coming out this week. There's the normal initial job claims coming out on Thursday, January 2nd, so they'll be out. And then also on the 2nd, we're getting construction spending numbers. So that'll be good. So we'll see construction spending. That is a interesting number and one that we ought to be thinking about. Right now, it looks like it's going to be down, as it would normally be this time of year. ISM numbers, this is going to be the service sector index. The service sector index for the month of December will be out, and that's expected to be down slightly as well. But we'll have to see, maybe down a little bit more than slight. We'll wait and see. What else we got going on? Friday, auto sales. That's it. Friday is auto sales numbers. We are getting that's all we're getting, auto sales numbers. Truck sales, auto sales, truck sales. Do you know that tomorrow, speaking of auto sales, tomorrow is the best day of the year to buy a vehicle, by the way. So if you're ready to buy a car and you're going out today, you might want to wait till tomorrow. You might even get a better deal tomorrow than you're going to get today. But these last few days of the year are always good time to buy a car. Dealers trying to make their numbers either better or trying to make their number that they had projected to begin with. So a lot of that going on. So auto sales, tomorrow's a good day to buy. Oil futures. We have been seeing oil, and nobody's paying attention to this, I'm sure. We got other things to be thinking about, but oil numbers been going back and forth slightly around the $100 barrel mark. This morning it was over 100. To right now at this moment it's 99.71, so it is down below 100. Could be up. It's just hanging out there, and it's been there for a little bit, 98 to 100. So we're at 99.71 on oil right now. Natural gas still in positive territory. Nat gas is at 445. Nat gas at 445. Gold is down today. It's at 1203, so threatening to go below $1,200 an ounce again. Silver is at 1962. I thought Friday that silver was probably going to go back above 20. But anyway, silver right now is at 1962. 866-300-9298. We'd love to hear from you. Today is going to be much like Friday. Boy, Friday, did we take an awful lot of calls on Friday. We had a great day on the phones. A lot of people had questions headed into next year and year end. If you're one of those folks, give us a call at 866-300-9298 because we're going to try to stay with the calls most of the program. So we're going to get to the calls. We're going to stay with them. 866-300-9298. I know there are a lot of questions out there. I've gotten emails, tons of emails. My email volume has picked up again. Folks, give a call, get on the line. I know it can be tough holding based on your situation, but give a call, get on the line, and we'll try to get to your questions. And that's the best way, the quickest way, probably, believe it or not, to get your questions answered. 866-300-9298. 866-300-9298. If you want to weigh in. Minimum wage debate still going on. That is going to continue to go on. They're talking about the president would like to see, apparently everybody agrees that $10.10 minimum wage might be the way to go. That minimum wage continues to be under debate. We also continue to see debate over the minimum wage along with the extending of the unemployment benefits. So they want to keep the unemployment benefits extended for as long as possible. So they want to continue to do that. Listen, I got a good idea. Do we understand that we see this debate, these two debates, getting in a frenzy kind of state? Do you know why that is? Because they don't know how to create jobs, so they're trying to take care of those that don't have jobs. It's a wonderful thing. It's a safety net. We ought to try to take care of them. I'm not necessarily against that. I am against, I've got a little issue with, I think, does minimum wage maybe need to be raised a small bit? Yeah, possibly. But to say that it's not going to hurt the employers is lunacy. And the question is, what are the employers going to do about it? Are they going to downsize again? And I don't mean downsize by volume of their business, but downsize by way of automation. Are they going to change? I would suspect that you're going to see a dramatic move in 2014. You can count on, I'm making this prediction. 2014, you're going to see a dramatic push for automation systems in fast food restaurants. You're probably... Wow, had a sneeze. Sorry about that dead air for a second. You're probably going to see going up to a fast food restaurant, and you're going to be tapping a screen to place your order. You can almost count on it. We're going to see more and more of that as we head into 2014. Why? Because they're going to continue to prepare for this debate over minimum wage. We're going to see fewer people, yes, maybe making more money if they're minimum wage employees, but you're going to see more and more, less and less people working. I don't know how that's good for the economy. I don't know how that's good for anything, frankly. You want to do something, create jobs. Create an environment where creating jobs is a good thing. But they want to do everything but create jobs because they have themselves convinced that they can't do anything to create jobs. They're right. The government's not there to create jobs. The government is there, though, to create an environment by which the private sector will create jobs. But here's the problem. I don't want private sector creating jobs because I don't like the private sector. I don't want private sector making more profits because the word profits have been demonized for so long that nobody wants anybody making more and more profit. They're trying to figure out a way to take profit from those companies. The last thing they want to do is to create an environment by which they have more profits. They don't want to do that. This is a war on capitalism. But unfortunately, you can't have a war on capitalism without having a war on solid economic growth. The two go hand in hand. And for some reason, they seem to be missing that. 866-300-9298. So they want to do what is easy. Let's take care of those that are unemployed. Why do we have more people? This idea of continuing to create part-time work, that's wonderful. I mean, we could always use part-time workers. But when that far outpaces full-time jobs, we've got a problem. How about the fact that the median income of the average American family is down since this president has been in office? Don't you think we ought to address that issue? No, because it's all about income equality. It's unbelievable. But we continue to see the only thing they feel they can do. The dollar is easing back off a very wild ride from last week. The dollar was all over the place last week. It made it difficult to get a handle on the gold market, precious metal markets, but dollar was everywhere. Looks like it's settling down a little bit from the roller coaster ride. I'm not so sure about it. We'll see how it looks by the end of the week. China's economy is slated, according to the prime minister, or the premier, I should say, of China, that the economy is going to stay steady, growth is going to be steady. What else would he say? Asia stocks mostly higher. Japan ends a year on the upside. Wow, if that's not overdue. Japan stocks capped the best year since 1972. And I'm going to say, I don't know what this number is, but I'm going to say it's somewhere around 1990, early 90s, since they've been in a stagnation, in a stagnant economy. So they've had a very, very good year, up higher, 57%. Now, people say, well, Japan's got to go lower. No, it doesn't. Japan's got about 15 years of growth in their markets to make up. Are they going to do it? I'm not saying that. I'm not saying they're going to do it because they still have an enormous amount of headwinds. But there's a lot of room here in Japan. This is an American stock market. This is Japan, a market that has done practically nothing for a very long time. So when you see 50%, 57% up market, your reaction might be, well, they're not going anywhere. I'm not so sure. Anyway, that's what's happening in the Asia markets, and they got to be liking that. I'm going to be, there's a number of things that we've got to be thinking about as we head into this year, and we're going to get to the phones, 866-300-9298. But one of them is, what are we going to do to stay out of trouble next year with our markets and our funds, some of the mistakes that we're going to make. I'm going to be writing about it, but I'm also going to be talking about it as we head into 2014. I'm going to also be talking about my wish list for 2014 for what it's worth. The three most important things in 2014 are going to be jobs, and jobs. Confidence has to change in the business sector for certain, and we need to see some stability in the political environment or the dysfunction in Washington, which is very unlikely. So that's not likely to do anything. 866-300-9298 if you want to cue your call. The financial prosperity of 2013, my wish would be that 2014, it would lead to economic prosperity, and we start seeing economic indicators truly growing. And listen, all the economic indicators growing mean nothing if we're not creating jobs. This is a consumer-driven economy. All the economic indicators getting better mean nothing if we're not seeing the median income of the family going up. All of these economic indicators going up and getting better are absolutely meaningless if we don't see the poverty rate coming down, not going up. All of those indicators, all of the things that everybody's happy about right now in the market, myself included, not in the market, I'm sorry, in the economy, myself included, are meaningless if we don't see more and more people coming off food stamps, not going on. We need to see robust job growth, and if we don't see robust job growth, all of it is meaningless. Because last time I checked, and I know I keep saying this, you all know this, we're a consumer-driven nation. We need to do things for consumers because we need consumers doing something for the economy, and that would be spending some money. And we're not seeing that. So one of the things that has to happen in 2014 is the economic numbers that everybody, including myself, are saying are good for the economy, and it would appear as though there may be some trends to a positive economy. All of those things have to lead to things that are truly positive for the economy, like those things I just mentioned. 866-300-9298, 866-300-9298. 98. You're listening to American Family Radio Network. Financial Issues. I'm Dan Celia. We're going to get right to the phones. When we get back, 866-300-9298 if you want to queue your call up. We'll be right back after this.